Hello everybody. In today's video, I want to talk about this new Jade Appraisal Master Event that is part of the Isle of Temptation Season Conquest. Now, in this event, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to attack street forces to get Jade. You can get up to 5 Jade per day, and you can actually also get Jade from attacking mercenaries as well, even though it's not mentioned here. But it's not always guaranteed that you get a Jade from attacking a street force. So if you attack like 5 street forces, this doesn't guarantee 5 Jades. You may have to attack like 50 street forces to get 5 Jades. So you get these Jades, which you can look at in your Jade warehouse. So these are all of the Jades that I have. And then I can tap on this magnifying glass to either list them for sale, to appraise them, or to carve them. Now, here it shows you all the different qualities and points you can get for getting various qualities of jades. So you simply click here to see how much the value is going to be. If I get a jade that has all 3 attributes as SSS, I will get 10,000 points for selling that jade. If I get a jade that has all attributes as AAA, I'll get 5,000 points, and so on. So let's appraise our first jade and see what we get. So if I tap appraise, you'll notice that I get this screen, and I simply need to move this to wherever the golden thing is. Okay, so it was there, and now it tells me that this jade is of B quality. Now I could tap appraise again, however appraising it the second time requires 1,000 points, so I would recommend to never do a second appraisal because I don't think it's worth it. And so what we're going to do is we can either list it for sale or we can carve. I would always recommend just carving your jades because carving just gives you points instantly. And I feel like it's really hard to estimate what the selling price of this jade should be. So it's best to just carve. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit carve. And what this is going to do is it's going to get all of the attributes. So let's say we get B here, B here, B here. So that means I'll get a triple B jade, which means I'll get 3,000 points immediately. So we're going to hit carve and see what we get. So we got BSB, which means we got only 300 points. So if you look over here, it says when 2 qualities are B, you get 300 points, which is what we got. And now I can go back, and over here in my Jade warehouse, if I go all the way to the bottom, I'll be able to see the history of what I've sold. So I sold only 1 Jade so far for 300 points, and I can find that over here. So now let's do another jade, but this time we're gonna check this skip appraisal button because I don't want to waste my time playing that appraisal minigame. I just want the appraisal to happen instantaneously. So we're gonna hit appraise now, and it tells me that this is a C quality jade. And unfortunately with C quality jade, when one quality is C, you only get 100 points. So it doesn't matter what the other 2 qualities are. If you find any one quality that is C, the jade is automatically worth 100 points. So even if I get CSS, and over here it says when 2 qualities are S, you get 1,000 points. But since one quality is C, I'll only get 100 points. So this is instantly worth 100 points. So I'm immediately going to carve it. And we're only going to get 100 points for it. Oh, it was CSS, and see, I got only 100 points. And we can appraise the next one as well. So I can either appraise or I can carve. Again, another C. And so we carve it. And now let's do one without appraising because I don't think it matters that much. So we just carve directly, and we got SCS. Oh, so that's another one with 1 C, so we only got 100 points. Let's carve one more, and there's CBC. This is so bad. One more. SCS again. One more. Oh, nice. We got SBS, 1,000 points. That's pretty good. And then I can also list these jades for sale. So right now, if I want to list this one for sale, I can set the price. The minimum price is going to be for 60 points, which is what is determined by the system, but I can increase it if I want. So if I want, I can set it all the way up to 900,000 points. And once I've set the price, it'll automatically go to the market and other players will be able to buy it for 900,000 points. Obviously, nobody's going to buy it, so I'm going to delist it. But you can check the market from here by going here to the trading market, and here you'll see what other players are selling and for how much. So this person is selling like one Jade that has its first quality appraised, which is an A, and they're selling it for 2,000 points. But this obviously does not guarantee that you're going to get AAA. It just means that the first attribute is A. The next attribute could be a C, in which case this is only going to be worth 100 points. So it's kind of a gamble to buy anything from here. Even here, this SS quality Jade, if the third one is S, you'll get 10,000 points. But if it's anything else, you'll get less than 10,000 points. You'll get way less than 10,000 points. So it's probably not worth buying for 9,000 points. And this one is such a garbage investment because once you see a C, this is guaranteed 100 points, but they're selling this for 5,000 points, which makes absolutely no sense. Nobody should buy this. And so you can sell your Jades here to see if anyone buys them for a profit. And if you're lucky, you could list like a low quality Jade for a really high price, and if somebody just ends up buying them, you'll make a lot of money. But that's most likely not going to happen. And then there are these tasks that you can do. So I did this one: carve 1 time, carve 5 times, list a jade stone 1 time, list 5 times, which is pretty self-explanatory, and then buy a jade stone 1 time, buy a jade stone 5 times, which is you basically buy these stones from the trading market that we just saw. So that's how you do this event. There's really no strategy or trick to this event. However, you might notice that there are some players who get a ton of points in this event. Like this guy right here has 220,000 points. How is that even possible? Obviously, like most players only end up with like 50,000 max points. How does this guy end up with 220,000? So I think the only strategy that you can use to get a ton of points in this event is to use your farm accounts to send points to your main account. And before we get into that, I'd like to mention that the trading market, it only shows you jade stones that are listed by leaders from other cities. So it doesn't show you jade stones that your own city has listed. So if you try to sell a jade stone at a really high price, let's say I have 10,000 points on my farm account, and so I sell one of my useless jade stones for 10,000 points on the market, I won't be able to buy that jade stone with my main account because I won't be able to see it on the market, because I can only see jade stones that are listed by leaders from other cities. I can't see jade stones that are listed by my own city. So in order to counter this, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to trade with leaders from other cities. So instead of using your farm to purchase your jade stones at a high price, you can use your farms to purchase someone else's jade stones at a high price, and then they'll use their farms to purchase your jade stones at a very high price. So let's say, for example, there's player A that's in one city, and then there's player B that's in another city. Now, player A has a farm account that has like 12,000 extra points on their farm account, and they want to transfer it to their main account. And player B also has a farm account that has 12,000 extra points that they want to transfer to their main account. What player A is going to do is he's going to make an agreement with player B that their farms are going to trade with each other. So player A is going to list one of their jades. So let's say they list this jade, they list for sale at some weird number like 11568. So this is a very unique number. it's going to be very difficult to find offers with this exact number in the market. So whenever player B finds this exact number in the market, they'll know that this is player A's listing, which means if they buy this, player A will get these points. And so what player B is going to do is, after player A lists this Jade for 11568 points, player B will log into their farm, and then they'll look at this trading market and try to search for that 11568 Jade in the market. And they can keep hitting refresh to find the Jade. And once they find it, they're simply going to buy it using their points. And now player A will have received 11,568 points for their Jade. And then player B will do the same thing. Player B will list their own Jade for 11,568 points, something like this. And they're going to hit confirm. And now player A will go to their farm account and buy this high-priced Jade from the market. And so this way, player A got 11,568 points, player B got 11,568 points. So their scores went up by a lot. And so if you have more farms, you can trade with more players and inflate your score even more. That's the only strategy that I could think of that makes sense during this event. Otherwise, it's very difficult to score a lot of points in this event. If you don't have a lot of farms, then I would simply recommend either to just appraise every single Jade, or to just carve every single Jade directly, because it really doesn't matter. Like, it's going to be very difficult to sell on the market, so it's best to just appraise and carve, and that's it. Oh, and by the way, this event also has milestone rewards. So every time you collect a certain amount of Jades, you can unlock these milestone rewards, which give you conquest coins, season points, silver cards, etc. It gives you all the way up to 3,500 season points and 3,500 conquest coins from each treasure chest. And you can get this by collecting up to 25 Jades. Now keep in mind that these Jades only count if you get them from attacking street forces or mercenaries. They don't count if you buy them directly from the market. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this event in the comments down below. Before I end this video, I'd like to thank all of my patrons for the support. To support me, you can find my Patreon link in the description below. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and I will see y'all in the next one.